What's this? What's that? Coming up later in the video. Hello everybody, my name is Xiuming and today we are going to look at some leaks and potential Easter eggs of the release date and region of Clash Mini Beta. This is super interesting and I have a lot to share with you guys. Now before I go on, I just like to make this very clear. This is just leaks, it's just speculation, Easter eggs, whatever you call it. This is not confirmation. So please remember that as I tell you about these stuff. With that being said, let's get started. First, let's look at the release date. This just seems like a normal tweet by the official Clash Mini account of a lumberjack. It's very well done, it's like a normal artwork, but if you look at the license plate of the car, LMBR, which stands for lumberjack, and then 01111, which obviously is the month of November. Now if you look at the car body behind the door, you can also see a white number 2 on there. So could this signify towards the 2nd of November as the release date? The numbers here are admittedly quite odd, 2 and 11, and the 2nd of November is pretty close from right now, and it is a plausible date. Is this kind of like an Easter egg from Clash Mini that it will be released in the 2nd of November? I mean, as I said, the numbers are quite odd. Calling this as a hint towards the release date seems like a bit of a stretch to me, because these are just two numbers. They are in completely different areas. These look like very separate numbers. I don't know if they intended to be interpreted like that together. Like if the 2 and 11 were together, like maybe the two numbers are together on the license plate, then that might be more of a plausible thing to talk about. But the fact that it's like separated a long distance makes me think that this is not what they intended to give a message out of. So definitely this is quite interesting, but I will not consider it a hint towards the 2nd of November, if that makes sense. Before I go on, if you guys are interested in learning about Clash Mini troops, check out this video right here where I did a deep dive on troop mechanics, abilities, and what the level system is. The second date people talk about is the 8th of November. Now this I think is pretty clever, because if you look at the Clash Mini YouTube channel, if you look at the many mishaps titles, every mini mishap title has a number attached behind it. So there's 101, there's 299, there's 159. What's so clever people have discovered about it is that these numbers are actually the dates in which the video is uploaded. So for example here, the title is 159, it's uploaded in the 15th of September. So obviously that stands for 159. And here's a second example, 299. The release date of this video is the 29th of September. It matches. Now, this seems pretty normal. It's like a pattern they do up until episode 8. Starting from the 9th episode, we see a different approach to its titles. Here, Mini Mishaps Take 101. The release date of this episode is the 13th of October. It doesn't match. Well, people speculate that the 101 stands for 11, which is obviously the month of November. Get rid of the 0 and then you got the month in which the game will be released. So this seems a bit of a stretch if you just look at that, because 101, you're just getting rid of the 0 and that seems a bit forced. But if you look at the latest Mini Mishap episode, episode 10, by the way, that's the last episode of Mini Minute season. If you look at the title there, it's 8/11, and the release date of the video is nowhere near that date. And guess what that date also means? The 8th of November, 8/11. This, I think, is a very reasonable. In fact, I would definitely believe in this because this is absolutely an anomaly from every single other mini mishap episode. 9 from 10, they stand out from every single other mini mishap because the pattern has changed. There has been a consistent pattern of the titling, and now it's completely gone derailed. And 8/11, it matches with the 8th of November, which is a very reasonable date to release Clash Minion. So this leak is definitely way more legit than the 2nd of November. We got even one more fact to kind of affirm this leak. If you look at the date in which Supercell releases their beta games, they usually go on Monday. Look at Rush Roars. Rush Roars beta is released on the 26th of August 2019 and it's Monday. Heyday Pop beta is released on the 16th of March 2020 and that's a Monday. Everdale is released on the 23rd of August 2021 and guess what? It's a Monday. So Supercell tends to release their beta games on a Monday and guess what the 8th of November is? That's right, it's a Monday. So after these evidence piled up, this date seems pretty legit, I'm not gonna lie. This is definitely way more legit than the 2nd of November leaks, because those two dates are just separated, but this I actually believe is going to be the release date of Clash Mini. It follows the usual dates of Supercell, and it also stands out a lot from the other mini mishap titles. Now this also matches with the day in which a sneak peek is released in the Clash Mini Discord server, so that's kind of a bonus. But I really believe that this will be true. Well, I guess we'll have to wait and see. Before I go on, I want to say something about Mr. Beast's teamseas plan. As you know, Mr. Beast has done a campaign, Team Trees, to plant 20 million trees in the earth. And that has been massively successful. And they're doing the exact same thing right now, but with seas, with the oceans, the beaches, the rivers. And they're trying to clear out 30 million pounds of trash. So props to him for putting in the effort. And if you want to support him as well, check out his latest video about teamseas. Because what the man's doing is genuinely very, very impressive, and we should all appreciate what he's doing because it's just unbelievable. So check it out if you're interested. Let's move on to the release regions. Now this is another tweet by the Clash Mini official Twitter account, and you can see in this photo it's just a couple of nicely drawn minis on a map. But if you look closely on that world map, you can see 3 countries here are circled by a red marker. Most noticeably, you see Iceland below the wizard's legs. That is Iceland circled in red. That's seen very clearly. And then you can see Canada on the left hand side being circled, and Norway towards the right next to the archer's hand being circled by a red marker as well. This is, I mean, you can take a look at that. It seems very intentional. Why would there be 3 southern countries being circled? So this seems very intentional. So this seems very legit just looking back at it. And if you dive even deeper to it, Iceland, Canada, and Norway, these are all countries that match with other Supercell games because these 3 countries are quite frequently included in Supercell betas. So this all seems very, very plausible, and it seems very, very legit. So I would definitely expect these 3 countries be in the release regions of Clash Mini Beta. So if you live in these 3 countries, congratulations, you have a very high chance of being able to play Clash Mini without hassle. But this is still not confirmation, so I would not take this for granted. Other countries that might be included in the Clash Mini Beta, they are not on this photo, but these countries will be very likely to be included as well. Finland is a very obvious one. It is the place where the Supercell's headquarters is. So this is very obvious. Finland, obviously, they do Finland in every single Supercell beta. And then there's Sweden. Sweden is part of Scandinavia, and its vast majority of beta games are released in Scandinavia, around that region. And if you look at the red circles, they are all around the Scandinavia region as well. So I would definitely expect Sweden to be one of the countries that is included. So this I would definitely believe in much more certainty than the 2nd of November leak. So this is pretty cool, and I really love how they kind of sneaked in this Easter egg inside this photo. It's very creative, and we don't usually see this in Clash Mini, so pretty cool. So this is the end of the video, so if you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe, and that's it. So this is Shimmy here, and peace out.